We are now officially live. Now, let me just go into the multi-stream to be 100% certain of that. Let me see if it shows on YouTube that I am live, and it does. Okay, that's good. That's good stuff. It means that the stream is going over to YouTube well. But let me also make sure that everything is working fine on the Twitch side of things. Okay. YouTube stream is going just fine, but it seems like it takes Twitch just a little bit longer to catch up. Every single time, it's like I do have to wait just maybe like a minute after YouTube catches up. So yeah, there we go. But either way, it looks like we are finally live. It's live. All right, beautiful. Eternal Fable, thank you very much for stopping by. And for confirming that as well, I do very much appreciate it. Welcome to the live review of the Aston Stealth. This is a $380 microphone, for goodness sakes. And I kind of want you guys to partake in this, let's say, somewhat of an experiment. Help me decide if this thing is even really worth the 380 bucks. Lucky. I don't know. A microphone would have to be pretty good for me to consider myself to be lucky here, to be honest. Which is kind of hinting as to how I feel. And hey, like, I got this for work. I got this because I needed to do a review on it. It's been a requested microphone for a while. Saw your microphone review earlier. We all know what that means. Exactly. Jamal, thank you so much for watching that, by the way. I do appreciate that a lot. Is it bad? I didn't watch the review. I can't afford that. Oh, no worries. I totally understand. So this microphone isn't a bad microphone per se, but it is more expensive than, in my opinion, than what the sound really justifies. However, there are a lot of great things about this microphone that make it worth it. Things like, for instance, the built-in shock mount. Like, the shock mount is actually inside of this shell. That thing is massive. And yeah, that is exactly why this microphone is so big. And it does have like kind of like some EQ presets over here on the ring. I'm actually using V1 right now with a little bit of EQ on my Go XLR because for some reason I started to grow less enthusiastic about the dark mode on this microphone. I was like, oh, why does it sound like that? So I guess I kind of prefer this mode with a little bit of a boost there. That's what she said. It is what she said. And yeah, this microphone sounds pretty good, but I really don't think it's worth $380. I think that it is way overpriced for what it offers in terms of sound quality. In my opinion, I think that the Shure, I think that the Samsung Q9U, I should say, sounds better than this microphone. And I also happen to think that the Audio-Technica BP40 sounds considerably better than this microphone. But that's for, at least with my voice. Like, I really like how the BP40 sounds with my voice. This microphone, not a fan of how it sounds for me. Wouldn't the size of that distract you if you're gaming in your stream? Well, I mean, I actually use a microphone that is basically just as big as this one over here. This is the Electro Voice RE27ND. They're pretty much about the same size, so like I am kind of used to it, but I'm not used to the symmetry here. So no, honestly, I wouldn't say that this would be distracting for gaming. However, gaming streamers, I would not recommend this for gaming streamers either way, because this microphone just isn't a very good value, if you ask me. I feel like this is just better suited for maybe podcasting, like radio work, and I would even go as far as to say that this is probably like better suited for even uh like instrument recording, because it does have a guitar mode for it. So like there is that, even though I did not get to test my guitar on this because I can't play guitar. I own the guitar, but I can't actually play it. So yeah, I mean, essentially, I had a lot of things to say about this microphone, and when it was recommended to me, I had already been on the market for this microphone because I really wanted to test it out. Because I had heard like so many great things about this microphone, but I personally ended up not being a very big fan of this microphone. So yeah, I'm probably going to end up reselling this after the review or something. I don't think that the Aston Stealth is a microphone I would personally want to keep around. Plus, I spent a lot of money on this. Like, I would like to make my money back if I can. Especially considering that, unfortunately, my videos have not been getting too many views as of late. So, you know, I do have to think of other ways, of making that work for me. So, there is that. The Aston Stealth will be hitting the shelves again. It looks like a black sports water bottle. It kind of does. I do dig the overall look and design of this microphone. I do. I think that it looks really cool. And if you use phantom power on this, it even has like a purple LED light that lights up around here. But that kind of just acts as like a gain boost while also like simultaneously compressing the audio there. So like I don't really love how it sounds with phantom power turned on. Why do you resell? I don't get it. It won't make a difference if you just return it. Well, the thing about it is that in this case, sure, like I would normally return this microphone since I didn't like it. But in this case, since I bought it from eBay, you know, like those policies aren't usually a thing. They're usually not quite as flexible. I bought this microphone used to try and save a little bit of money in purchasing it. So yeah, like my only choice here is pretty much to resell it. I can't exactly just return it. It would have been more stealthy if it wasn't as massive. I do agree. However, there are other things that are supposed to make it stealthy. And Jesus Christ, there's an annoying bot right there. Let me go ahead and get rid of that. Sorry guys for bringing this upon you. It would be a report for spam. I think this is a bot account. There you go. Left a link about becoming famous. Go. Goodbye, Mr. Bot. Yes. You've also been blocked, Mr. Bot. That's been taken care of. Bloody Fedora just got here right on time. Hey man, how's it going? It is good to have you. Eternal Fable says, oh, eBay. How much did you save? So I bought this microphone for $300. So I saved $80 by going with eBay. I'll probably end up selling it for somewhere around like $280, maybe like $250 or something like that. I'm probably not going to put it back to $300, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, Mr. Ivor Yeager. Go die. What are those headphones? Oh, so this is a pair of planar magnetic headphones. These are the Heithman Sandara. I actually recently got my hands on them because I wanted to, like the same way that I've been reviewing microphones for so long, for the sake of me being able to understand the audio world a little bit better. I think I need to do a little bit better when it comes to higher quality headphones. So yeah, like more reviews of that will be coming up, and that's why I have these, though I'm probably going to be maining these for quite a while. So yes, to repeat, these are the Sundara Hyphmen. Blade Fedora says, for some reason I can't delete the bot. Weird. I think it's because I kind of already took care of him. He's been blocked and reported, so no worries. That is why I should be mod. Just sell it for the same amount, in my opinion. Maybe. Like if I'm not in a rush to sell it, sure, like it could work out. I wouldn't really mind though. I would prefer to make what I spent back, obviously. Hey Tech, there's something wrong. I can't use my powers. Really? Like at all? So like when it comes to that bot from earlier, I mean, I had already kind of taken care of it. His message probably stayed, but like he has been blocked, and all that jazz, and reported it. So maybe that's why it's not letting you use your mod powers. I think that's what it is. Eternal Fable. I definitely need new headphones. I have $25 Sony plastic that are ripping up slowly. Oh, no worries. And I actually think I know exactly what Sony pair you're talking about. I can't really name it off the top of my head, but I forget. I think I bought the same pair from my dad for Christmas once when I was broke myself. Sony headphones wired. It's like a wired pair, I'm assuming. And I think that you're talking about the... Man, I don't even see a model number on this pair, actually. But I think I found that. It has like no headband either. I think it's the same one. I tried to see if the normal menu appeared with Eternal Fable. It kind of didn't work. Huh. Sorry, the mod menu. Oh, really? It didn't just let you see it? That's very odd. So like if I strip you of your position and then make you a mod like immediately after, I wonder if that'll change anything. Jamal says, it's annoying that some gaming laptops only have 500 gigs of storage. I'm actually planning to buy a new laptop since mine is 6 years old now. Oh. Yes, I think that is a pretty good time to buy a new laptop for sure. Any potential options that you're looking at right now? Eternal Fable. My brother got them for my birthday like 2+ years ago. I need an upgrade. No worries. You can get yourself still a pretty affordable upgrade, so no worries. No worries. Can I put a link in the chat? Yeah, sure. Go for it. Though I also think I found it. Okay, so I see your link. Let me click on that. Yeah, it landed me on the exact same pair, but it looks like yours is in white. The one that I was looking at was in black. Let's see. Jamu Firecat. Okay, the PC is set up. Okay, good. But I can't connect to a second monitor. Do I do via the GeForce experience? So you have to connect all of your monitors to your graphics card. All of them. Otherwise, you're not really going to receive a proper signal. That's usually the case for most PCs. Like the graphics card is going to take charge of every every display input. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Well, are you sure that that monitor just isn't working? I mean, it should have reacted by now. Did you turn the monitor on? Like, you can forget to turn it on at times. It has happened to me as well, so that's why I ask. Twitch must have hang on. Twitch must have up somewhere. I agree. ROG's Zephyrus G15 is the one I'm eyeing, though the 500 gigabyte storage is kind of annoying since games nowadays are around the 100 gig range. Not that many games are around that range from my experience, but I'm gonna go ahead and do some research of my own here. So Zephyrus G15, let me look at that laptop. Okay, so like the one I'm seeing here actually has a terabyte. I don't think that's the one that you're looking at. So let me move on. And it's so funny. Like there's a version of this laptop with 24 gigs of RAM and another with 40 gigs of RAM. That's just hilarious. Nope. Still, like every model that I'm finding for this laptop on Amazon at least appears to have at least 1 terabyte SSD. So it does seem a bit odd. If your laptop is mostly going to be stationary though, it wouldn't really hurt to just get like an 8 terabyte external tower for it as well, you know. Wait, okay. The mod menu works while I'm on PC, but not on my phone. That's so weird. I mean, like, has that happened to you in the past? What is happening? I have no idea what's going on with that. Peace to the Tech Summit. Always catch good vibes around here. Aw, well, thanks, man. I very much appreciate you stopping by. I've got G14, works like a champ. No, yeah, like the Zephyrus line of laptops is quite good for sure, and I appreciate the design of the newer ones in particular. Like they're just so sleek, just so beautiful, you know. And Black Mikamo, thank you so much for stopping by the way. Jeremy Farcat says also it's through an adapter. Could that be the problem? It could potentially be causing the issue. What I would do instead of having the adapter is just that I would get a cable with the proper ends to them. Like let's say that on your graphics card you have a display port open, but your monitor uses HDMI. Like I would have one end be display port, the other end be HDMI, and that's how I would hook that up. Like, that could be the issue, but it's not really guaranteed, you know? Like, you could get your hands on that cable and test that theory again, but turning on that monitor could help. Because, again, like, it is pretty easy to forget. The ones available here in our country are only the 512 gigabyte version. Oh, that is unfortunate. Yeah, it looks like you might have to resort with that version. Unfortunately. I'm sorry to hear that. Eternal Fable. I can get a $40 Bluetooth 5.0 Wi-Fi 6 PCIe for my PC and connect my AirPods because I don't use them much at all. Do you think that is worth over brand new headphones? I really think that you should just get new headphones instead of doing that. I like for $40 you can get definitely a much nicer pair. If you don't need a microphone, the Audio-Technica ATH M20X is actually a pretty good pair for that. And you can even get your hands on the gaming headset, like the Razer Black Shark V2X, which is more affordable. Sad Aozel, or Sod Aozel, I think I said it right this time. Says hi and hello to you. I didn't find a review for the Rode Podcaster mic on your channel. No, the mic is old, but I think it's worth checking out. Use it in my podcast. Actually, I do have a review of it. It might not be one of the more popular reviews on my channel, but whoops. But it is there. I can actually go ahead and check that out as well. Just to make sure that that video is still up. But I posted that video last year. And yeah, it is a pretty good microphone for sure. I definitely agree with you on that one. Oh, where did I post that review? I think I posted it last summer. Yes, okay. So 7 months ago to be exact. The Rode Procaster. Oh, wait a second. I think that the Podcaster is the USB version, no? Let me see, because I reviewed the Procaster, and the Procaster is the XLR version. So let me see. So we need the Rode Podcaster. Let's see. Okay, yes, it is indeed the USB version. No, actually, I haven't reviewed it yet. It would be interesting though, especially considering that this microphone is basically the same price as the XLR variant. I'm interested in giving it a try. I don't see why not. So I appreciate the recommendation. Thank you. John Firecat says that his monitor is actually on. Okay, then it could be the cable, but also another thing that might help is for you to update the drivers on GeForce's own software, like for your graphics card, and that might actually help. Restarting your computer might actually help, immediately after doing that. And if that doesn't work, then you should probably try a new cable. Like I said, for example, since you have a 3060, DisplayPort to HDMI. Bloody Fedora says, nope, never happened, first time. That's so weird. I have no idea why that's happening there. I think that Twitch is going a little bit crazy. Jamal says, but anyway, I'm still broke right now because job hunting is really tough right now, so it'll have to wait. Yeah, job hunting is definitely pretty difficult right now, because so many people are looking for work in just about every country. Just about anywhere you go, people are pretty desperate for work. So I do not blame you there at all. If I get straight up headphones, I can probably get something higher end. Okay, sure. Then if you want something with nicer sound, what budget would you be willing to put on that? Oh, so what you've got there is DisplayPort to VGA, really? I mean, DisplayPort to VGA, if you have the cable that is one end DisplayPort, the other end VGA, that should work fine as well. It is also likely that your monitor might not be reading that input right off the bat. It says I got a message. Okay, let's see. Just verifying things over here. So weird. Okay. Oh, okay. I see. I'm sorry, guys. It's just about tomorrow's podcasting episode. Jamal, I use the ATR 2500X USB mic for our podcast. It sounds really good in my opinion. I've never tested it out, but I think you've recommended it already in the past. Should be somewhere in my cart, if I'm not mistaken. Traveling Knife says, dude, is there really any hope to acquire 3080 or 3090 in the future without buying them from a scalper? It's so hard to buy one legitimately. No. To be completely real with you, I really don't think that that anyone is going to be able to buy 3080 or 3090 at a regular price or even close to MSRP, unfortunately, because there's just too much demand, not enough semiconductors to go around, and like the same factory, Foxconn, that manufactures chips for a lot of different brands for a lot of different purposes, is currently running on a shortage, and because they're running on a shortage, everyone else is running on a shortage as well. So I really would not expect anything this year, and I know that it really sucks to hear that, because it's just not fair. You know, like you should be able to just buy a graphics card at a normal price. You shouldn't have to pay double or even like 50% markup. That's just not fair at all. Jamu Firecat says it's DP to VGA, VGA to VGA. Okay, wait. So the adapter is DisplayPort to VGA, and the cable that you're using is VGA to VGA. I would scrap that and just have one cable. Just let that cable be DisplayPort to VGA, and just try that. Like, give that a go. Sid015 asks, have you ever tried the Samsung Q2U? Is what you meant. And the answer is yes, I have. And spoiler alert, I absolutely love that microphone. I think it sounds incredible for the money. As an XLR microphone, if I were on the budget, that would be the microphone to go with. But my review of that microphone isn't up yet. It's scheduled for, I'll let you know right now. It is currently scheduled for May 1st. So pretty soon, actually, it'll be coming out. And I think that's going to be a pretty exciting video, to say the least. For a $1,000 budget, should I just build a PC instead of going for a gaming laptop? I don't go anywhere anyway. No. I would, like, typically, I would advise against that, and just say, yeah, I mean, like, for sure, like definitely build your own PC for $1,000. But the issue is that computer parts are far too expensive right now. You will get more of your money's worth at the moment from a gaming laptop, or just buying a pre-built PC instead. Like, that is the better way to go, in my opinion, at the moment. The market is just too insane for me to possibly recommend that anybody builds their own PC this year. Yes, okay, one sec. True. Says Shamu Firecat. But Fedora says, weird, I can't moderate from the phone. That is super weird, but I have my PC online on both ends. I also protect you from there. Thank you very much. It is still weird that it's not working on your phone, but either way, I do still appreciate your efforts here. I very much do. So, Traveling Knife says, I agree. Crypto mining also ravaged the GPU market too. And it's not the first time that they do it either. I remember, like, when nobody could really get their hands on a 10 series GPU. Like, if you wanted a GTX 1080 or GTX 1070, 1060, 1060. I don't think that a 1060 Ti, but like 1063 gig, 1066 gig, like all of those were just sold out basically everywhere because of crypto mining. And now this time around, it's a combination of a whole bunch of things. Dumb Dragon says, what's up, dude? Long time no see. By the way, I love the Rode NT USB mic. I did a great movie for my school as a final exam project out of this microphone. And for the first time ever, I enjoyed how my voice sounds. um, well, thank you so much for stopping by, of course. And I actually have not tried out the Rode NT USB mic, but I have heard that there has been actually quite a bit of hype around that microphone. So I might actually give it a go because I am kind of low key steering more towards like XLR microphones more so. Uh, because in my opinion, I find them a little easier to work with, but these sound like good microphones to test out here. Are you talking about the Rode NT USB Mini? By the way, I have heard that this microphone is pretty impressive for what it is. And it connects over USB-C. They have my money. They already have my money. There's no arguing here. Nah, it's normal USB, not mini. The old one. Oh, okay. I see, I gotcha. It's like the one that came before it. Okay. Well, either way, I am still interested in reviewing the mini, so I think I'm gonna add that into my cart. Let's see when I get the chance to do that, but yeah. I got the YouTube front bloody. Twitch is being weird again. Normal nowadays. That's just Twitch for you, unfortunately. But I'm happy to see that the mods are working together, so thank you so much to both of you. Shout out to Bloody Fedora 2 and shout out to John Mufari Cat 10 for their moderation support on both fronts. And to those who were not aware, I am actually streaming to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So that's why you're hearing all of this. So you may not be seeing everyone's messages and stuff like that. So with that said, because I am probably going to do a lot more streams on Twitch exclusively, I would probably recommend that those of you on YouTube only follow me on Twitch as well, because I will still be doing these microphone live reviews and all that. However, I've just noticed that the streaming quality on YouTube is pretty low. The interface for the streams is maybe a little bit too bare bones, and I kind of just want to make it a better experience for everybody. So if you are currently on YouTube and if you do have a Twitch account, I would very much appreciate a follow over there so that you don't miss anything. By the way, does your mic need a pop filter / windscreen? You mean this one? So this one, for my testing before, I felt like it didn't at all. I thought that that this like super thick windscreen that it already has in it, because it does have one built in, did a fantastic job at avoiding plosives. But from what I'm hearing, I am still hearing plosives back into my headphones. So maybe something small like a tiny pop filter, not a windscreen, because I don't think it's a good idea to put a windscreen on top of another windscreen. Since again, I repeat, this already has one, I wouldn't do it. I would just do a pop filter instead. What do you think of that video I recommended you? French versus English. Oh my goodness, I haven't watched it yet. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I do still have the video open though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch it on my own here for a little bit. And if anybody says anything down here, I will like on the chat, I will be listening and responding in real time. Would you rather recommend a dynamic microphone like the Q2U or a condenser microphone like the Razer Siren Mini? So between those two examples in particular, I would definitely recommend the Q2U. Because the Q2U, in my opinion, sounds better. And you can use it as both a USB and an XLR microphone. So like it just it saves you a lot of the hassle of upgrading to an XLR microphone in the future. Plus, a dynamic microphone does a lot better when it comes to rejecting other sounds. And the Q2U just sounds really good. The Siren Mini also sounds pretty good, but I much prefer the sound of the Q2U, nonetheless. Mute the sound. Mute the sound so Twitch or YouTube don't copy strike you. Yes, no worries. I will do that. I'm just gonna go ahead and mute the desktop audio and listen up on my end. Okay, like you guys can hear that, right? Thanks. Yeah, no worries, no worries. It is my pleasure. It is my pleasure to help out. And any way I can. Okay, so like I am currently watching the video. But the sound is muted, and I can't show it either because I do risk having some issues with YouTube. Oh, Jesus Christ! I can't hear anything. Okay, perfect. It means that I should not get in trouble. Just know that I am watching that video. Well, that is true. In a lot of Romance languages, like every object is going to be like classified under its own gender, like male or female. Like a table, in Spanish, for instance, like you would use a female pronoun. Something like the smartphone, you would use a male pronoun, for instance, and that kind of thing. So like I do find that to be very true, as a matter of fact. What delivered? I just got something delivered in the mail. Okay, so like I have a big issue with USPS. I pause this video and I'm gonna go on just a quick rant. But actually, before that, I do see that there is a question by Dumb Dragon. Oh, by the way, is it just my mic or what? But the one thing I hate about this mic, that it reacts weirdly to the letter S sometimes, and it makes the letter S as some kind of sharp noise, even with a pop filter. So that means that your microphone catches a lot of sibilances, which is essentially like when your S's just sound overly emphasized. So what you need in order to resolve that is to apply a de-esser. A de-esser is going to help reduce that by a significant margin. And de-essers are usually through software too, so like no worries there. What microphone are you using, by the way? Wait, Dumb Dragon. I think you just mentioned it earlier. Wait a second. Did I literally just forget? What is that? Can you type it in the chat? Sure. Okay, so you're currently on YouTube. Let me type. Oh man. Okay, I do not have easy access to YouTube's chat right now. Can somebody on YouTube please type in de-esser for me? I would very much appreciate it. Or I can also just show you, actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to the live view so you can go ahead and take a look. So this over here is my Go XLR. This is my audio interface. I use an XLR microphone. I'm using one right now, in fact. So a de-esser is going to be all the way over here, and this is what it looks like. And then like this de-esser, I actually have it all the way off because the pop filter on this, or the windscreen, I should say, already does a very good job at taking care of those silences. But if I were to raise it to 100%, then like whenever I would mention the S, it would just like really bring that down a lot. Then bring that down to like 50%, and you would still notice that the S is like doesn't have any harshness to it at all, and that kind of thing. So that's essentially how that works. I don't know. But is it weird that I watch like a million videos about streaming mics and want to buy a good one without actually streaming? No, actually, I don't think it's weird at all. I mean, I am on Discord, dude. Don't worry about it because I actually have a cousin who may or may not be watching this live stream right now, but I do have a cousin um who got himself a $450 microphone with a $150 audio interface and the microphone arm, obviously, and all that stuff. He got himself the RE20, and he got it because he wanted to sound like very much podcast-esque while he was on Discord. So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. He does stream now though, but at first I believe that was the actual intention. So like, I don't blame you at all for making that search. I'm sleeping all day every day now, given how exhausted finishing the project left me. Just waiting for the grade now. Hey, no worries. It did seem like that was a pretty massive project, so I do not blame you whatsoever. Dumb Dragon, thanks for showing me this. Oh, you're welcome. By the way, my mic is Rode NT USB. Okay, so you can use the Rode. I'm sorry, guys. Like, something fell over there, and I'm gonna go check for a moment. So just give me 1 second. And hello, hello, hello. I've made it back. I am so sorry about that, you guys. Let me go back to the live view. So I was answering someone, but I don't quite remember who. I think it's oh, okay, yes. So regarding your USB microphone, you're going to have to depend on a different software solution. You can technically use a Go XLR, for instance, with the USB microphone, but I'm not exactly sure how to set that up myself because it is meant for XLR microphones. So there has to be like a different solution for that. A pop filter is usually not going to reduce like the harshness of the S's. However, a windscreen will. So like some kind of cover for your microphone would. Do you have JLab mics? I do. I sold my JLab Talk Go, but I still have my JLab Talk Pro. Why, what's up? Sup, sexy, says Fire Monarch. Oh, well, thank you, but I think you're calling the wrong person sexy, because the sexy one here is really you. Bloody Fedora, and my mod menu from the phone appeared again. Thank gosh, Twitch. Stop being weird. Yeah, Twitch is just always being weird. I don't really know what's going on with Twitch. Hi, Franny, Sweet Potato. Thank you very much for jumping in. Look at that. Look at that. I'm so sorry that it's taken me so long to like reply back to you. I genuinely am. It has just been a pretty hectic time. How's your day going? My day is it really just flew by. I just did work. I did some video editing. I had to do a little bit of driving around, like running errands and stuff, and preparing the next item for the giveaway for next month. Since on Patreon we are running monthly giveaways now of tech products, and I think you guys are going to be excited about this actually. So this month we are giving away a pair of JLab, no, not JLab, Sister Lava headphones that do have ANC on them. So if you are a patron, do make sure to keep an eye out for that. And if you are interested in becoming a patron, since we do run monthly giveaways of a tech product of at least $50 in value or higher, then the link to the Patreon, if you're on Twitch, is going to be down like where the panels are. So do feel free to stop by there. We would appreciate it, and you would also be entered for a chance to win something pretty cool. And on top of that, we do upload bonus episodes of the Tech Summit podcast over there that are uncensored, unfiltered. So, you know, like that might be nice if you just need a chill time. But either way, for next month's giveaway, we have the Stream Deck Mini. So this is going to be the next thing that I'm going to be giving away to patrons. Tier 2s and Tier 3s qualify for this. So if you are interested, then do make sure to stop by. And there are going to be plenty of interesting items like this. And if there's anything in particular that you guys would be interested in seeing as well for a giveaway, then I would be more than happy to include it in the future. And sorry for going on on all of that, but I just felt like it would be cool to mention it to you all. Dumb Dragon says, oh, so maybe I should have the windscreen or whatever thing you set to my pop filter. Will it affect my audio quality? It will make you sound just like slightly more compressed, like if you really pay a lot of attention to it. It really just like depends on how thick of a windscreen you end up getting for it. But what it's going to do mostly, I would say, is that it really is going to help with those silences. Like it's going to make the S's less harsh. So it sounds like you could benefit from it. It is not cool. Oh, sorry, hang on. I skipped a message for a second. What are your thoughts about it? It seems pretty cheap compared to other options. Thinking about giving one to my brother for his online classes. JLab microphones. So my experience with JLab microphones is that they tend to have a lot of quality control issues. Like they can just be very picky about what USB port I use. Even if I use like two different USB 3.0 ports, it'll still be really picky about that. So like I don't really recommend that you go with a JLab microphone. I don't, just because of those quality control issues. But if you want to get an affordable microphone, the HyperX Solo Cast is a great option for that, because it is a tiny microphone that sounds really good. At MSRP, it's at $60, so make sure that you buy it from the official site, like from HyperX themselves. But that's the microphone that I would recommend instead. Bloody Fedora says, it is not cool having powers not being able to use them, even if the reason is a bug. At least it returned. Yeah, it is really weird. We can't really do much to fix the mess that is Twitch, unfortunately. We are kind of stuck where we are. Do you have a favorite USB microphone under $100? Under $100, when it comes to my favorite USB microphone, I'm going to ignore any hybrids, like any USB and XLR hybrids. I'm going to ignore those, and just focus on USB only. And that would be probably the Fifine K679. No, 690. Yes. Yes, the Fifine K690. I think is a fantastic microphone. It actually usually retails for like around 80 bucks. Sounds really good in my opinion. It is a USB microphone. Sweet Potato says, I'm guessing you still haven't tried the truffles I told you about. No, I haven't. I really want to though. Like truffles sounds especially good right now, actually, because I am kind of hungry. I am supposed to order some food after the live stream since I am supposed to stay awake for a little bit longer for reasons. But yeah, I love truffles. I want truffles. I've never had truffles. What I have had, however, are Ferrero Rocher chocolates. Those I've had some of, so I mean there is that. And I do tend to enjoy those chocolates, but I'm sure that they're not the same as actual truffles. Chicken nuggets. I love chicken nuggets too, but like, I was talking about Ferrero Rocher chocolates, not chicken nuggets. I understand. I kind of mumbled through my words there, but there we are. There we go. Oh wait, you're a chicken tender type of guy. I mean, I like nuggets quite a lot actually. Sure, like I was pretty distraught when McDonald's just went ahead and axed the chicken tender since they've had those up for years after they brought them back. But I've been loving their nuggets. There's at least that for me. So, take that. A spoonful of Nutella is good enough for me. That is also pretty good. It is very much worth keeping into consideration. Fire Monarch says, no, he's a nuggets type of guy. I'm both. I can very much do both. Like, on Popeyes, they do technically have nuggets. Technically. But I do still always get tenders there. Same thing with KFC, but I don't think they have nuggets. When it comes to McDonald's, though, I would usually pick tenders over nuggets, but when they stop serving tenders, I've just been like exclusively a nuggets guy when it comes to McDonald's. So yeah, I guess there you have a proper origin story for this whole situation. Oh yes, so like I actually meant to go on a little bit of a rant about USPS earlier. I get that. So like I get that they're, you know, like the coof, the virus isn't making things easy on them. I just don't like that they mislabel things so often. So like they'll say, hey, this item has been delivered and it hasn't been. So one of a few things will happen. It'll either actually appear later on that day, it'll appear on the next day, or the package will straight up be lost. And you just won't know until you wait. Even if they said, yes, it's been delivered. I very much hate that. And that actually happened just now earlier where it said, hey, this item that you've been waiting for a while finally arrived and it was not in my mailbox. So, you know, I'm like, gee, thanks. Thanks, USPS, for your super accurate shit. Oh, that word actually went through. I should have just like kept it going for longer. I eat everything that is edible, and sweets are amazing, but I had to moderate my consumption now. I feel ya. I do too, though. I do have to be more careful now with what I eat. What about the USB and XLR mics? Do you have a favorite one of them? So far, I've actually only tested 4 microphones like that are hybrid to both a USB and an XLR microphone. Under 100 bucks, I've tested 2. Under over 100 bucks, well, between 200 and 250, I've tested 2. So under 100, one of them I'm not supposed to talk about yet. But the other one, the Samsung Q2U, fantastic microphone, strongly recommend it. as well. Like, I think that is an amazing, amazing microphone for the money. And it comes with so many accessories too. It comes with the XLR cable, the USB cable. It comes with a windscreen. It comes with a mount. It just comes with a whole bunch of that are just going to come in handy. And it is indeed great. Now, when it comes to the other more expensive ones, like the Samsung Q9U and the Shure MV7, I do prefer the Q9U in that sense. So like my favorite out of all of those microphones would be the Q9U, the $200 microphone, because it is a great one. However, under $100, the Samsung Q2U wins as a hybrid microphone. Does American McDonald's have fried chicken? Ours has fried chicken and spaghetti. No, ours doesn't have spaghetti or fried chicken anymore, really, unfortunately. And hang on just a sec. Sorry guys, that was my nephew. Foolish Swami is first. I just wanted to confirm that, by the way. So, oh, and I also have a problem where sometimes my microphone input sound in Windows changes for no reason. I usually set it up in about 65, but it sometimes go up to even 100. That sounds like it would be pretty annoying, though I feel like that change probably happens every time that your microphone maybe disconnects and then reconnects. Like it probably does still have that setting of being at 65%, and then like randomly when you turn it back on, or let's say that your microphone just kind of like loses its signal for a bit, it might cause that to happen. So that's a possibility. I'm having my eyes on the Q2U right now, but I somehow managed to get my eyes on another one every day. I mean, I don't blame you. There is a sea of microphones to take a look at, and a lot of them are just going to be great options. What is your favorite type of clothing tech? Mine is everything comfy. It's like I usually prefer thin clothes. Like I do like V-necks, but I mostly prefer Henley shirts. I love Henley shirts, and I usually wear a ring on my thumb as well, and sometimes a necklace depending on the outfit. When it comes to pants, skinny jeans, usually, unless I'm having a day at home, then in that case it would be joggers. And at home, I usually just wear UGG slippers, and then when I go out, it's between Vans and Converse, or Doc Martens, like depending on the time of year. Though I also have UGG boots, so yeah, like that's pretty much that. But I mostly shop at the store called H&M. Like that's my favorite place for buying clothes. It usually does this when Microsoft Teams program is open. Well, there you go. It's that program that is most likely making that change, and I can definitely see how that would be the case. So, Microsoft Teams program, I don't know if that is something that you actually need to have installed. So, maybe don't feel too shy about uninstalling it. But again, I'm not entirely sure. It looks like it was probably embedded into Windows when you got your computer. Saad says, sorry for the personal question, but what happened to your hair? What do you mean, what happened to my hair? What? Oh no, what's wrong with that? And no worries, bud. This is just my hair, as it is. I cut it some time ago. And now, sometimes I can't really keep it under control, even when it's short, so it does its own thing sometimes, and I'm constantly, like, trying to fix it. I love silk and comfortable clothes. If I could use a pajama to go out, I honestly would. I would not. Personally, I like being comfortable, but I like being comfortable at home. It's for school meetings. Oh, I see. So you do need it. I guess you're just going to have to deal with it then until you don't have to go into those meetings anymore. Or maybe you end up getting yourself a different microphone. Who knows? That could also end up being the case. Or just like going the XLR route. Agent Meh, the mic sounds nice. Oh, you think so? No, thank you. So I'm currently using this on V1, on the male voice setting, and I do have a little bit of EQ applied to it. I did increase the low end just a little tiny bit. I left the mids as they were because V1 already offers a good mid-range increase, mids boost, and on the high end I also raised that a little bit on the EQ. No compression, no de-esser either, so this is what it sounds like. And there is no friggin' option in Teams to not mess up with my mic. I hate that Windows doesn't have an option where I could just lock the input. I also kind of find it a little bit interesting that you guys are using Windows TeamSpeak, right? That's what it was called. Well, that Windows communication software. Because like most schools have actually been resorting to Zoom. Mine did, for a while, and I'm pretty sure that they still are. I graduated, so I wouldn't exactly know anymore. I know it is a curse having this pandemic, but at least I can keep wearing my sleep clothes most of the time. Hey, I mean, that is indeed true. You do have that advantage over you. Some good things have come from this, though a lot of bad things have also come from it. And it's worth acknowledging both. Our class uses Google Meet. Oh, all of this, all of these like different pieces of software. It's like, why not Zoom? I use Zoom, so you guys have to use Zoom too. Nah, Microsoft Teams. We used Zoom last year, and Teams was more advanced, I guess. Interesting. Huh. I wonder how they got to that conclusion, actually. That is interesting. I mean, Zoom does really well, like when it comes to handling a lot of people on one channel or one server at the same time, which is, I mean, it is cool. But yeah, like if these other solutions are working too, then go for it. I don't know, man. Our class is just different. Fair, totally fair. I use Zoom to talk to teachers. Well, there you go. There's a Zoom user right there, an active Zoom user. Yeah, Zoom is better. I don't know if it's really better or not necessarily, but yeah, I mean, like, it was fine. It worked just fine. Question, how can you only have such few viewers even though you have such good quality? I very much appreciate it. But I ask myself the same thing too. I do work very hard on my videos, and I do work very hard on, well, not quite as hard as preparing these live streams of course, since it is pretty much just one setup and stuff. But I do try to make the most out of it, and I'm not sure. I guess I just really haven't caught YouTube's eye, so I don't think that they recommend me to many people, which is a real shame because last year I was doing it so well, content wise, and like when it came to viewership, and now this year I've been on very much a slump, and not a voluntary slump, because I've been working very hard on these videos, just as hard and if not harder. But even then, not enough to get YouTube's attention. So yeah, I guess that's my sad answer. Google Meet removed updates that help teachers. I'm not surprised. Google likes to do that with their own services. What microphone were you genuinely surprised with the quality when you reviewed it? I was very much surprised with the CK Movo. No, not that microphone. I was surprised with the Movo VSM7. I thought that microphone sounded way better than it had any right to sound like, for the price of about between 100 130 bucks. Fantastic sounding microphone. That's a cardioid condenser microphone, but you can change the polar pattern on it if I remember correctly. Comes with a custom pop filter, and it comes with a shock mount as well. So like, it is just like such a great value, and it is also a very nicely built microphone too. Comes with an XLR cable, and it just sounded incredible, super crisp to me. Like, God bless. I see, like take attendance, etc. They got rid of that in our school district. It's like, nah, we keep using Google Meet. Wow. You will again for sure. I very much hope so. I'm going to change my upload schedule to try and do better in that regard. My guess is that I'm probably uploading too often, and my content maybe hasn't been quite as focused as it could be. So it is going to be more like content creation focused, and that includes streaming and things like that. You're really good at content creation. You just need to get recognized by the YouTube algorithm. Again, I very much appreciate that a lot. And I hope that one day I am. I really do. Because I do work really hard on these videos, and yeah, I think it would just be nice to get a little bit of recognition from YouTube in that sense, but it feels like every day they kind of just like drown my content further and further. Like, I don't even know if most people get notified about my videos at all. And I don't really know why. I don't know what I said to piss YouTube off. I'm in Canada, so probably why we use Google Meet instead of Zoom. Oh, I see. Google Meet. At one time, we used like 4 different programs: Zoom, Teams, Google Meet, and some kind of other office program. That part was annoying. Indeed. Like, having to switch between so many different programs. I would be pretty pissed off too about that, honestly. And yes, Blade Fedora is indeed right. We did reach the 1 hour mark. No worries. I was paying attention to the timing here. But yeah, guys. This is essentially the end of my live review here of the Aston Stealth microphone. If you liked this microphone, then do make sure to check out the affiliate links on the actual review video, since I don't think that there would be any on the live stream itself. And if you would like to support us on Patreon, the link to the Patreon is going to be down in the description if you're on Twitch. And if you're on YouTube, I don't think it's going to be on this live stream, but you should at the very least see it on like any other video pretty much. Again, we do run monthly giveaways, and next month we're going to be giving away Stream Deck Mini. So yeah, I think that's going to be pretty exciting. But with that said, thank you so much to all of you for stopping by. I do hope that you enjoyed this. And tonight we actually had more viewers than usual, so thank you to everybody for jumping in tonight. Like, that was really nice. I had a great time talking to all of you. And oh, before I go, let me get to answering some of those questions over there with like 30 plus people in the class. Oh, all right. Have a great day. Well, in my case, well, I'm pretty sure that in your case too, it's going to be have a good night. So yeah, I'm gonna say that. You said that you have a video on the Q2 you planned on May. So do you plan several videos for the future? Yes, yes. I always plan ahead. Every time. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Stream Deck, yep. Alright, good night everybody. Good night Bloody Fedora. Good night Agent Meh. Good night John Moon Firecat 10. Good night Sid 015. Good night Dumb Dragon. Fabled, if you're still around, good night to you as well. And yes, just, you know, thanks to all of you. Oh, don't forget that TikTok is an option to spice up the... Oh my goodness, this again. Highly unlikely, but we'll see. Have a good night, everybody. And stream off.